Hey guys, Adnan and Graham here. Just giving you guys a bit of a preface on this particular episode.
I was a little late with it.
A little bit late, life happens, I hope you guys understand. This was our big comic book episode that we had promised you guys. It was recorded on May 2nd, which was Free Comic Book Day. It features us going around to various comic shops picking up free comics, as well as it featured our review of Avengers Age of Ultron. So hopefully that will still interest you guys, and we'd still love your feedback, so tell us about the show, and we hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the One4U Show. Hey guys, Adnan here, at D-Adnan on Twitter, here at The Realm in Brea, California. As you can see all around me, it's May 2nd, 2015, which means it's Free Comic Book Day. So, everybody's here to peruse the selection and support their local comic shop. Later on in the show, Graham and I will be showing off some of our comic book collections. But until then, come and join us on this adventure. Hey guys, we're here with Knox, Isabel, and Henry here on Free Comic Book Day. So, how old are you guys?
4.
4.
7.
7. And you, sir?
What's that? Unknown.
Unknown? Okay.
I know how old you are.
Well, let's leave that to Daddy right now. So what brought you guys in for Free Comic Book Day today?
What's that? Oh, we just heard about it from one of her soccer teammates.
Oh, really?
I didn't even know this store was here, actually.
So it's your first time here?
Yeah.
So what's some of the stuff that you're picking up and why you're picking it up?
Oh, we just picked up some free ones. The Avengers. You know, he's really into all the Avengers. That's, of course, Scooby-Doo. This was the last one.
Oh, right.
It was good. And then he likes the Castle Panic, so we got him the latest expansion, the Dark Titan. Cool. Do you guys?
It's a new one.
Yeah, new, huh?
Do you guys read comics outside of just?
Actually, haven't in a long time since back when I was maybe 10, 11, or 12. So I just came back, and then she's she's just 7, so she's really into reading now. So it's kind of like a good maybe a good hobby to get her into.
I would say it's probably a good way to get kids to start reading for sure. Yeah. Do you guys enjoy comics? Do you guys have favorite superheroes?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Wolverine.
Wolverine? Isabel, do you have a favorite superhero? Wonder Woman. Both good choices. Well, thank you guys for a little bit of your time.
Yeah, definitely. Actually.
Now we've moved to Big Red Comics in the Orange Circle in Old Town Orange to see what they've got going on for Free Comic Book Day. Here with Bob, Jim, and James. We actually ran into these 3 at the Realm, so they were there too. So they're making the rounds too on Free Comic Book Day. Tell me, what are some of the things that you guys picked up today?
I picked up the Secret Wars, Batman, Superman, and Doomsday. I picked up a lot, but
I see you're holding Amazing Spider-Man also. Who would you say is your favorite comic book character? Huh?
I kind of like Ant-Man.
Ant-Man? Cool, so you're really excited then for the new Ant-Man movie? That's good. And then you guys also...
Well, we're new in the comic life, so we're kind of watching him, learning from him.
So it's different in that the kid is influencing the parents. As opposed to the parents influencing the kids, so that's cool.
Exactly.
But for the most part, you look for the most part like a Marvel family.
Yeah.
And DC.
Oh, okay, there is DC.
I got capes.
Oh, he's got capes on his socks?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
We're having a great time. It's been a lot of fun.
Okay, so is this your first time coming out for
Very first time, yep.
Cool. Great. And then any other shops that you guys you guys went here, the Big Red No C. You went also to the Realm in Brea. Where else, did you guys hit up anywhere else while you guys were out?
We may go to Fullerton.
We may go to the Hideout.
Yeah, Comic Book Hideout. hideout, and then there's also a place really close to there called Comic Book University. It's like walking distance from the hideout.
Okay.
Check out
Good to know. Let's go. All right.
So thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.
Robert, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good. We're here, obviously, May 2nd, Free Comic Book Day. Robert, how is the store doing? How'd you get all the artists in to come in? How's Free Comic Book Day going all together?
It's incredibly busy. It started off with a bang. We had like 60 people in line at the very beginning, and it's just been non-stop all day long. We ended up getting 9 different artists coming in today, a couple local artists as well as some people from the industry, and it's been really great. Our manager John works with a lot of artists, and he was able to contact quite a few and get them to come in.
And that definitely helps bring people in because people get stuff signed and all that.
Absolutely.
Great. But what made you start collecting and then eventually start to open up your own place?
You know, when I was a kid, my mom ordered them through the mail. Amazing Spider-Man and Incredible Hulk. And I read those and I was hooked. Just hooked from the very beginning. Alright. So I started reading those and found out that there were comic book stores. Because I would go over to like, the local grocery store, the drugstore, they had little spinner racks.
Yeah, that only had just like the main stuff.
Right, so I would read those and then I found out there was a store and it's like, oh, that's awesome. Went to the stores and
so you went in and you were bright-eyed and you were just like...
Oh, dude, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, man, it's crazy.
Awesome. And so how long have you had this store going?
We've had this store here in Orange for 8 months now.
8 months?
Yes.
But so far it's been doing well, from what I can tell.
Yeah, it's been non-stop. I mean, from day one. Day one it's been just incredible. The community here is just awesome.
And you have a very nice location.
Yeah.
And definitely the area definitely helps with.
Right, and just, the walk by and just, again, just the family community. Just the way you feel when you're here, or you feel that you're a part of everything that's here.
That's good.
It's pretty great.
So what are some of your favorite things that you're reading right at the moment?
Yeah, I'm still a big Spider-Man fan and Hulk fan. I think because those were the first books I ever read, so I always read those. Cool. Avengers, I'll read. I've been reading Batman. Scott Snyder on Batman has just been just a killer book. Just great. Image books, I read Birthright, Outcast, Walking Dead, obviously. And those are some of the main books that I read.
Cool. And then where is it on the internet that they can find you and support you guys?
Oh, BigRedComics.com, as well as we have our Instagram, as well as Facebook. It's Big Red Comics OC for the Orange Circle.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. We'll be right back. Graham and I are going to go through some of our own comic collections here on Free Comic Book Day. Do you like heroes? Do you like lucha libre? Do you like awesome side-scrolling platform adventures? Well, we here at the One4U Show are giving out a code for Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition for the WiiU. All you have to do is email us at one4ushow@gmail.com. Check the description below for details. Hey guys, Graham and I, back from Free Comic Book Day. We wanted to tell you a little bit of what we got and where we went. Graham, let's start with you. What did you get from our first stop? Our first stop, we went to Pulp Fiction Comics in Long Beach.
Yeah, in Long Beach. That's the store that I typically go to, considering I live there. I picked up the Scooby-Doo team up with, I believe it's the Super Friends, and on the back, it's actually a copy of Teen Titans Go. And then I got the Hip Hop Family Tree 3-in-1, just because it looked too awesome to pass up. And then we got the all different Avengers. And then on the reverse, we have the Uncanny Inhumans. And that was all from
just the one place.
Just Pulp Fiction.
When we went to the Realm in Brea, I myself from there got the same as Graham. I did also get the Super Friends and Scooby-Doo team up. Different from Graham, I got the Street Fighter one right here, because I'm a big fighting game guy, as a lot of you guys know. So Street Fighter I definitely was really interested in. We both picked up Secret Wars issue 0. I picked up Captain Canuck. because I thought it was a nice contrast to Captain America. Why not a savior for Canada? As well as some of you guys are familiar with the strange video game JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and like since it's Japanese, it would be manga-ish, so you actually open the cover and read it the other way, which is kind of cool for a comic, for like a regular comic. I haven't seen that. And then we also both picked up the Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yep.
Yeah, do you have it right there?
Right here.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog Worlds Unite with the Mega Man too. Because I don't know if you know this, there is actually a crossover comic with Sonic and Mega Man, so I think this might be a lead into it. Yeah. What else did you pick up while we were at the Realm?
While we were at the Realm, I also got the Valiant 25th anniversary special. Considering there's a lot of in development of creating a movie around the Valiant comics and Bloodshot. And then I also picked up the Phantom because of, I mean, Phantom was just awesome when I was a kid growing up. And then I also picked up Dark Circle comics, not familiar with it. It was something that I saw that was, you know, kind of new to my taste, so I figured check that out. And then The Tick, just because The Tick is
awesome.
Awesome.
And then our last stop on a Free Comic Book Day today was Big Red Comics in the Orange Circle.
Yep.
I picked up, I think you got this too, right?
We both got the Divergence.
And I just told Graham, I actually thought, like, until I looked at it, that was Thanos.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was looking at it and I'm like, wait, what's Superman doing? Oh, it's not Marvel, it's a DC one. And then I got, and just like Graham, I picked up a couple of unfamiliar things here. Looks like we got Comic Book Marketplace Captain Action, as well as World of Aspen. So I don't know anything about these, but hopefully these things will be interesting enough for me to get acquainted with whatever these characters are and maybe explore them further.
And then I also picked up, they had just some leftovers from kind of last year during Halloween. I got Afterlife with Archie, just because there is this Predator versus Archie that I picked up a couple weeks ago that I thought was hilarious. So I figured I'd start giving Archie a little more my attention.
It's funny when you mention that, because I actually also still have the free comic books that I picked up from that Halloween time.
Oh yeah.
So I have, on top of that, so I also have that Archie. I haven't even had a chance to read any of these too, so I'm gonna get a chance to try and read them. There was also like a Batman Long Halloween, a Batman Little Gotham, which is like miniaturized version of the whole Batman universe. There was a Sonic Lost World, which was tied into the game that came out for the Wii U and the 3DS. Resident Evil. If you don't know what Resident Evil is at this point, then I don't know what to tell you. And then there was Rachel Rising. That was also available this year. Grim Fairy Tales, Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, and the Max Brooks Extinction Parade. So those were all available from the Halloween one in actuality. I don't remember what else was available, but I still had these, so I wanted to bring that up. And then just from last time's Free Comic Book Day, I have it somewhere else, but there was a Power Ranger one. But last year there was this Transformers and the Hello Kitty one, and I picked up the Hello Kitty one because it had artwork from Bravest Warriors in there as well. And if you've never watched Bravest Warriors, it's something that you can YouTube. It's by the creators of Adventure Time. It's really awesome. So this to-read pile got really huge this week partially because of Free Comic Book Day.
Right.
And so Graham discovered that many of the Future's End one-shots were at a very discounted price.
Oh yeah, one of the shops we went to had it just for $1 per comic, which ended up, it was like a total savings of like $80.
He bought a ton,
yeah.
And I bought a good amount of Future's End myself.
Yeah.
So it just adds on to the Future's End I already had, and because I had Future's Ends already, I was like, really might have just wanted to wait on that.
And then along with the purchases, we got the Batman Arkham Knight Prelude. So
this is basically a lead up to Batman Arkham Knight, which will come out for PS4 and Xbox One this upcoming June as part of the Arkham series, the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins. So this is going to be the last game, or at least from what we heard, right?
That we know of.
So this is going to be a cool one for both of us because we played all the games so far.
Well,
you're in the process of playing.
I'm playing
Origins
right now.
Yeah.
And then while we were at Pulp Fiction, I started a poll there a couple weeks ago so that I could get all of the Convergence, including all tie-ins, as well as I started collecting the Star Wars, the Marvel Star Wars, Princess Leia, Darth Vader, all of those different storylines. And then it was actually good though, because Pulp Fiction had a deal going on during April for 50% off of all Convergence titles, excluding the variants. Those are at cover price. But
I picked up these two while we were at Pulp Fiction to add to my list of the Convergence tie-ins. I heard really good things about the Superboy one, so I picked that one up. And also the cover is also really nice, really cool, where he just kind of looks like a punk.
Right, and then do you want to show them the different Convergence main stories with their variants?
Yeah, I can do that. See, we've both been collecting. Graham's been getting all the individual Convergence pieces, and I have been getting for sure the main series. But different to Graham is I've been getting both regular covers and the variant covers of the main series. So those should be all right here. So here we got issue 0, which you saw in the last episode that we did. There's the non-colored variant and the regular cover, as well as. So if we look at issue 1, the one on the left, the one I'm holding right here, this one was the regular cover. This is one of the many variants that existed for issue 1. Issue 2, regular cover, variant. My wallet hurts just pulling all these up. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Issue 3, regular cover, variant. And issue 4, which is the current one, regular cover and variant.
Yeah, and that's one of the dangerous things is I've been considering. You had one of the variants of Harley Quinn tie-ins it was the ones that are covered in like half blue, and I've been considering on expanding that because I got They're
actually different colors depending on the week of tie-in.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So
the first week was blue.
And then there's yellow. But anyways, yeah. So that was one thing that I've been contemplating, but I think I'm gonna have to hold off just with what I have going on so far.
Which ones have been your favorites of the Convergence tie-ins that you've been able to read?
I would say I liked the Question because I wasn't as familiar with how it was updated with Renee Montoya being the Question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more familiar with Vic Sage, so that was cool. And then I'd say Speed Force.
I like Speed Force.
Speed Force.
For those, yeah, Speed Force focuses on the Wally West Flash and his kids.
Mm-hmm. And how they're connected to him.
And the funny thing about that is that he meets the speedster from the Zoo Crew, who is the turtle.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Then
cool.
And then it's gonna be for those who don't know, Convergence is a series that is based around the entire DC multiverse, where Telos, who's basically like a creation of Brainiac, has taken.
Well, not necessarily a creation of Brainiac. Well, he was influenced by Brainiac because Brainiac has been existing throughout each time and each world in the multiverse. Every iteration of Brainiac that has been seen, it's now being explained that there's been one Brainiac, and everyone else was an extension of that. And he found this world Telos that could create forms, and it was a sentient planet. So Brainiac was bringing these different parts of the multiverse to Telos.
And a lot of them are different
under domes.
Different Gothams, different central cities, different metropolises.
Yeah.
Basically putting them all together. And because of that, he's forcing them all to fight each other
for their survival.
And he says that he can grant one civilization its survival. So in this particular, in Speed Force, Wally West is going to face off with the Flashpoint version of Wonder Woman.
Correct.
In the Wonder Woman tie-in one, Wonder Woman faces off with the Blood Rain Gotham version of the Joker, which if you don't know, that means Joker's a vampire.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cool different mashups of who's battling who. We got our executive producer here.
He wants to make sure that we're doing a good job. Harley Quinn's set to fight Captain Carrot. Superman's facing off with like the whole Flashpoint universe. So there's a lot of really cool things that happen in Convergence. I'm excited to read the Action Comics one because that one is the Golden Age Superman versus the Red Sun Superman. So it's been a good read so far. And then you just started reading Flashpoint.
No, I read Flashpoint.
Oh, you finished Flashpoint.
In the past, I'd say week, I read The Killing Joke, and then I read Batman and Son, Batman R.I.P., and then Flashpoint, all within the span of like, it was like 3 days to, like, it was like half a week it took me.
And Jeff Johns has written a lot of stuff just in general, because from what I've noticed, because like he wrote Flashpoint, and I love Flashpoint. I recently read 2 of Jeff Johns' works of the Green Lantern. I didn't know that like Green Lantern Wrath of the First Lantern was like the end of his run. So it's like I've started at the end and I'm now going back to the beginning. So I read Wrath of the First Lantern, I just finished Green Lantern Rebirth, and then I'm going to go on to Green Lantern No Fear, and then a few others like the Sinestro Corps War, where it gets to where the other Lantern Corps are introduced, and that's partially due to Jeff Johns.
Right.
It's really cool that I've been able to read like the Jeff Johns stuff, because it's become some of my favorite stuff that I've been reading. Like on top of like, I've just been expanding and reading a lot of stuff. It used to be that I was just reading the Injustice comics, which is why I got into comics in the first place. So if I can just pull out #1 right here. Injustice Gods Among Us, #1. Reason why I started reading comics in the first place. I was a huge fan of the video game, and so this really got me into comic books to start, which then led to, let's see here, Injustice #1 led to Mortal Kombat. No, it actually led to Sinestro first, and Mortal Kombat. So here's Mortal Kombat #3. Mortal Kombat X just came out. These games tie into the story mode for that. And then, based on my love of the Green Lantern, I've also been reading a lot of Sinestro. And this one is Sinestro #11. Sinestro's had his own comic universe that's been going on. Basically, in Sinestro, he's been trying to find surviving Korrigan. How do you say the name of his species? Korgarians?
I'm not entirely familiar with it.
It's like Korgarians, something like that. The red people of Sinestro. He's trying to find survivors of that because in the Jeff Johns story, his home planet does get destroyed, and he's found refugees and he's trying to take them in. So it's a very interesting story that kind of centers around him trying to be a savior to his people that are still afraid of him for very good reason, because he's very controlling, and that's still the case, and just trying to reform the Sinestro Corps. But it's been a really cool journey of seeing other members of the Sinestro Corps play around with Sinestro. So we've got that, as well as a couple of more odd ones that I've been reading. Both of these were gifts, one of them from you.
Right.
Ah Yeah Comics presents Christopher Daniels and Kazarian wrestle Ah Yeah Comics, which is getting a sequel this year, which I'm very excited for, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And then a couple friends of mine, they got me this Action Philosophers right here. Action Philosophers is like a educational type thing almost, because it focused around Plato and Nietzsche, and it kind of tells you a bit of what they were, but they got me that one specifically since Plato's like a pro wrestler in the beginning of it.
Right.
So, but it actually tells you a little bit about their philosophies and what they were all about. I brought it up obviously, but this one is my to read pile.
Right.
And Graham has actually, like, as if this isn't already big enough, Graham has made quite a big contribution to my to read pile by letting me borrow Jesus Christ is House of M. This is all House of M. All of this. And he's
I don't even know if it's all of House of M, but all of this is House of M.
Okay. So there's a lot to read there, and since I need to read more Marvel, because I'm a primary DC reader, that's going to keep me busy for a while. But he did let me borrow the Civil War, so I'm caught up on Civil War at least.
Right. And I don't think that House of M is going to be playing into the movies anytime soon, even though Scarlet Witch has been included in the cast of the Avengers now, but it would be an interesting storyline like 20 years from now, which I'm sure they even have that planned out.
They probably do, with the giant plan out of both
Right.
DC and Marvel. But you know, these worlds wouldn't be around if we didn't have shops that sold these awesome things to us. Like, it's cool that you can get digital, but as you can see, it's always really cool having the physical collection.
Right. And another thing to that is that I initially, for the most part, after I got the bulk of my collection to start, I started purchasing a lot of like the graphic novels off of Amazon, which is great when you need something kind of on the cheap, and you can, if you have like Prime, and you get the free shipping and everything. However, it's good when you can go to a local shop, support a local business, and you know, get what you want from there. And it's kind of, you know, it's fun too because you can interact with the people,
talk to the people. That's how I started reading Sinestro. I was
get
just
recommendations.
I was just reading Injustice, and they're like, you should check out Sinestro. And
right.
then obviously my love from the Green Lantern stuff grew from there, as
right.
everybody knows at this point. So it's always good. It's always good if you're into comics. Definitely go out there and support your local shop. See what's going on there.
Right.
Definitely get interested in some more stuff, because people there, they'll talk to you. They'll definitely give you a lot of really good suggestions, because that's what they do. They read comics, and they have read probably comics for many years. Otherwise, they wouldn't be at the shop. You know. So yeah, definitely keep a support of your local shop. Another thing that was really good about this weekend, it being Free Comic Book Day and everything, this is also the weekend that Avengers Age of Ultron came out, which both Graham and I have now seen.
Yep.
And Graham, you liked it, I liked it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. We're not going to try and give too many spoilers. It's been too early to really...
No, but I thought it was better than the first one, different than the first one.
Much different.
There's a lot of, as you said, a lot of moving parts, a lot of different...
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot more action. There's more touching on the relationships of the actual individuals in the group with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, there's a couple Avengers who steal the show towards the end. And
there's a lot of like just unexpectedness that you wouldn't think to get, and a lot of good comedy.
Right.
There's a lot of really snappy dialogue that'll get to you, and just like stuff that like in the moment that you're thinking that they'll just straight up kind of say, and then you're like, oh, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend if you're a fan of the Marvel Universe, but if you're a fan of just like really awesome action movies or just really cool movies just in general, Avengers Age of Ultron is really good. Would you say, even if you've just like seen just the Avengers, I think you'll have a good time in Age of Ultron? It's just better if you've seen all the stuff that led up to it.
Absolutely. You're more informed on everything that's going on, everything else that's been, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I've been keeping up with that, and the last episode that aired was like a direct, like, we're pointing at Age of Ultron because of the events that are going to be happening. The events that happen in Age of Ultron still affect the, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. universe.
The whole Marvel universe. There's a lot of really good stuff happening with superheroes, not even just with that. We have the Flash show, Green Arrow, Daredevil hit Netflix, which everybody can't stop talking about, you know. Then, you know, the DC side, Batman v Superman's getting a lot of information, some trailers, you know, Batman Arkham Knight, which is not necessarily a movie or show, but we got a game that's going to be really great coming out.
Right.
So there's just a lot of really cool things happening in both the Marvel and the DC universe right now. Tell us your thoughts about what you think is going on. If you're liking if you're liking the movies, if you're not liking the movies or the TV shows, tell us some of your favorite comics. Tell us what you're reading. Tell us what you think we should be reading. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz.
Right.
And I think that would be another show that's been One4U. Hey guys, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, feel free to follow me on Twitter at @the_Adnan, as well as like the One4U Facebook page. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps us out if you do. And if you did like this episode, you can check out our last episode over here. Or you can check out the episode before that over here. Thanks, guys.